Dear Chevra, our senses, specifically our eyes, are under siege. Edelkeit, the Jewish traits of embarrassment and shyness, nobility and refinement, are under attack. The world would like to see us indulge in the averas, the forbidden trespasses, specified in Achrei Mos. In today's world, we are inundated with an impropriety that threatens to annihilate our essential Jewish selves. Innate within every Jewish person is an embarrassment and shyness, a nobility and refinement. For the nations of the world, acting on impulse comes naturally. But for us, aristocracy, the noble grandchildren of Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, acting on impulse is an awkward challenge. Hashem blessed us, the Jewish people, with edel eyes, eyes that appreciate edel zachen, refined things, things that are permeated with the beauty of godliness. Each of us, with edel eyes, will see the greatest beauty in the areas of Torah that our essential Jewish selves are most connected with. Like an infinitely sighted diamond, we must identify the sides of Torah that our eyes most enjoy gazing at. If we aren't focused on the beauty of Torah, if our eyes aren't edel, if our eyes aren't looking at edel zachen, then we will come to stare at the crass and the coarse, chas v'shalom. More than being an act of refinement, guarding our eyes is a fundamental precept of the Torah. Many years ago, I attended an adult bris performed by Reb David Krohn. Before the bris began, Reb David's usually gentle countenance became very serious and stern. He told the fellow about to undergo the procedure, "As you enter into the covenant of bris milah, you have a responsibility to guard your bris. Guard your bris by guarding your eyes. The eyes see, the heart desires, the body fulfills. Now that you are entering into bris milah, you must guard your eyes." Strong and no nonsense, Reb David Krohn's sincere words penetrated deep into the bones of all who heard them with the force of a commandment. More than being a nice thing to do, cultivating edel eyes and an appreciation for edel zachen is a fundamental yesod, cornerstone of Yiddishkeit. Edelkeit safeguards our purity and royal stature. A woman once came to the Mezritch Maggid improperly clad. So refined and edel were the Maggid's eyes that upon seeing the woman, the Mezritch Maggid vomited on impulse. Parshas Achrei Mos admonishes us to be involved with edelkeit, refined and noble undertakings. Parshas Kedoshim brings the Eitzah, the solution for how to be edel, noble, and refined. The Eitzah is the commandment Kedoshim Tiyu, to be holy. Through having Geshmak, intense pleasure in our Yiddishkeit, we will become holy. A number of years ago, I asked Rabbi Ben-Sion Torsky from Milwaukee for an Eitzah to be strong in Yiddishkeit. His Eitzah? How should I know about your Yiddishkeit? In other words, every Jew must take responsibility to be the expert in his or her own Yiddishkeit. But, be that as it may, make sure you have a Geshmak, an excitement in your Yiddishkeit. Real Yiddishkeit is never boring, always exciting. Real Yiddishkeit has a natural affinity for all things edel, noble, and refined. If Yiddishkeit begins to feel boring, chas v'shalom, it is no longer authentic Yiddishkeit, but a mere look-alike, and boredom is the gateway through which non-Torah influence enters. As B'nai Adam, human beings, we need and crave excitement. One question we must ask ourselves: Where in Yiddishkeit do we find excitement? If the study of Musar excites you, learn Musar. If the study of Chassidus excites you, learn Chassidus. If the study of Gemara excites you, learn Gemara. If cooking food for cholim, the sick, excites you, go to the kitchen and cook. If Simchas Chassan V'Kala excites you, go to a wedding and dance, sing, and make the Chassan and Kala happy. Aside from the tremendous excitement, visiting the tzaddikim of the generation also helps in the cultivation of Edelkeit and many other praiseworthy character traits. The main thing is that we should avoid sin and be holy. How do we avoid sin? By cultivating edel, refined eyes, and an appreciation for all things edel. And how do we become holy? By finding the areas of Torah true living that excite us, bringing us the greatest pleasure, and focusing our enthusiasm on those areas. Wishing you an Edela and Geshmak Shabbos, Binyamin Klempner.